The Whispers. The Whispers.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri, and the program is still Whispers to Humanity. So, in case you missed the program last week, because it was premiered last week right here on Boss Radio, I'd like to give Mary Jacob an opportunity to give us a recap of what we talked about last week, just to keep you abreast with discussion so far. So, Mary, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Didi. So, yeah, we had an amazing conversation last week, and we talked about feminism, we talked about oppression, identities, and privileges. And in all of this conversation, we mentioned how these things are linked and how people have identities that give them privileges and they don't even know about it and how they're unable to use it. So if you're joining us this week, it's just going to be a continuation. We have talked about what feminism means to us. We hope that we have been able to change the narrative for you. And we've also talked about how you oppress people without even knowing that you're oppressing them. And we looked at people's identities with their genders, with where they come from, and how it gives them privileges to other people, especially the male counterparts, and how how they have it better because of the privileges that they have. Yes. So, Didi, I'm just going to tell everybody, if you're listening to us already, we have like beautiful, exciting gift packs. So the questions are going to come from last week. So if you're going to through the period of this conversation, if you are willing to win our gift pack, all you have to do is tell us how you think that your identity and privileges can oppress another person. So if you're able to just tell us something mind blowing, you're going to be able to win a gift pack. And this gift pack contains very amazing, exciting things that are customized just for you. And you can also win either a movie ticket in the Havana Cinema or a meal ticket with us. So just tell us how you think you could use your
Owerri is a town known for our fitness. I am a massage therapist, and then
what is aching you right now?
you see people coming to the studio and they're like, okay, I want a massage, I want this, I want that. I'm like, okay, fine. I offer these services, but then because of personal, choices, I believe everything in life is a choice. You have a choice to do what you want to do or not to do and to do what what you don't want to do. Right. If it's not, if you're not maybe doing some for myself, I've been able to stand on what I believe. I've been able to do business in the legit way. Yes, I've also been able to talk to young girls. I have an organization, Sister with a Goal, where I tell them that, see, as a woman, as a young woman, you don't really need to wait for people to do stuff for you. You're not incapacitated. Even if you were, I know I have some very, very good friends in the PLWD community that are doing big things, like they are doing mega things in the world or in the country at this point. So you can carve a niche for yourself, you can do stuff for yourself. As far as you have that goal, you have that belief that okay, you have a should I say handwork, you have something in your hand. I believe that you can do something. You don't need to wait for someone to give you money or someone to tell you to do this. Because if you get on that foot, it becomes a problem. Because when those things are not there, or when that person isn't there anymore, you find it hard to come back. Or as a woman doing business, you maybe want to go into a relationship and the person tells you, you have to stop this thing that you're doing. Oh. If you want us to work out, you have to stop this. Okay, if you people now work out and fall out, so what that happens after that? Where do you fall back to? So as a lady, as a young woman, you have to actually be strong on your feet. Like, find something to do, no matter how small, no matter how crazy. It might be food you're selling, but sell food. And I'm also not against people using their bodies, because I believe your body is your choice. But then do stuff you're doing the right way with your rules. Your rules should be there. Your rules, there should be certain rules in place, and everything falls in. I don't want to talk long.
She mentioned something. We're not in any way going to encourage anybody, any young lady, to sell your body to make an income. We're not in any way encouraging that. Then you mentioned that you are a massage therapist. I'd like to know, when you mentioned that, something struck me, because I've had different stories about women who are massage therapists.
I also wanted to hear that part.
In the hands of men. How have you been able to handle this violation? Because I know definitely it has happened.
Yes.
How were you able to manage this?
Okay. In so many ways. First, I state my rules. Okay. Like, I don't mince words. I tell you, see, I do massage. I'm a massage therapist. I'm not giving you sex. I'm not giving you happy ending. That's what they call it. I'm not giving you happy ending, right? It's a massage. I offer massage services, and that's purely what I'm giving. If you're looking for sex or something, you can get it elsewhere, but not for me. I've noticed that when you're upfront with some of these people, they actually take a step back. They withdraw. They're like, this girl that is coming up front to say all these things, like say no be get that kind of stuff. So being upfront, being telling them how it is, not missing what you say, okay, no, I cannot do this thing, or you're shy. What's that thing that you cannot do? Say it. You get, because these people will tell you what they want. They don't miss what to tell you. Okay, I want sex. How much will I give you? So you too much should not miss what to tell them. See, I can't give you sex. This is what I do. So they will be forced to fall into line. Also, aside that, also, even when it comes, because there are some people that you come up and they'll tell you that this, I'll give you so amount. But your values, I feel your values, your personal values, your belief system should actually stand strong above all of this. You shouldn't let money. Yeah, money is important, but then it's not like everything. Again, you shouldn't let it shake you. People will offer you big money and like, but Oga, as I talk on before now, so in there, I know they do. Carry yourself, they go.
Okay.
Now massage, yeah.
Right. So let's hear from the men we have in the studio. So it wouldn't be as if we're just about women. Let's hear from you, Ifeanyi. Talk about the challenges like women oppression and violation from a man's experience. We want to hear from you.
Okay. I had another story to tell, but when I was coming here today, something happened.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I got to Way House, popular Way House junction. We're here. And I saw a young lady, well dressed. It's not like she was indecently dressed, She was just coming. These conductors, they were just dragging her, like, dragging her, come and enter the vehicle. I was like, I stopped. I said, guy, what's your problem? Must you drag her like that? The girl was like, Jokwanungo, you understand me? She was speaking Igbo dialect like that. She asked them, and I've noticed this thing. This is not the first time I'm noticing this thing. There was a time it happened at Amajeke2. I almost fought the conductors there where they're loading above vehicle. They were just dragging the lady, and the other ladies around there, they didn't see anything wrong with that. You understand? They didn't see anything wrong with that. I've seen a place where a lady slapped a man for dragging her like that, and everybody were against her, like, why would you slap a man? Now the question is, why would a man drag a lady like that? It could have been your sister, it could be your wife, it could be your mother, it could be anybody. But you're just dragging the lady like that because she's a lady. Because if a man, I'm a man, they saw me there, nobody dragged me to enter the vehicle. But they did that to her because she is a lady. And that guy dragging her doesn't even know that this thing constitutes a crime in our constitution. So these are things, I see these things every day, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, especially in this our town, because There's this general belief that every girl in Owerri is a Ross girl.
True.
It happens, we don't have to be shying away from these truths. It happens. You go around, the see girls come. They talk to girls
And
like
if you don't answer them, there's a way they talk to you in a
exactly.
They call you Ashawo.
Some will tell you.
You go touch yourself.
Some will tell you last week. These things happens in this time, and I'm afraid I don't think I can raise my daughters in this town. I'm telling you, these things needs to change.
So from your own experience, you're saying that the amount of violation against women is on the increase, especially using Imo State as a case study.
I won't say it's on the increase. It is at its peak in this state. Peak. Yes. Let's not say increase is like, small.
Coming up.
It is at its peak in this state, in this city.
Okay. Customers.
Commerce.
Apologies.
Okay. The issue of feminism. First, I want to clear an impression.
Okay.
This part of the country, or this part of the world, Nigeria, we all see a girl. Maybe when you say this, I'm a feminist, people feel one, you're a lesbian. Two, you are trying to take a position of a man. Also, this is not just taking a position of him. Who made the rules? Who said a man must come first before a woman? We're all created by the same God. We're all supposed to be equal in everything. But people misinterpret the Bible and say the woman was created to be a supporter and not just not just our own being. So this is where the orientations, the bad orientations came from. But we want to change this perspective. It is not the same. It's not right. Now, in so many homes, women are the breadwinner. Women take care of their parents more than their children. Women do everything. But when you come down here, you're a woman, you're trying to stand up for what you know, what you believe, and what you are. People look at you like, do you know how many men he has slept with to be there? Do you know what he has done in the past to be here? And then most of these people read as much as you do, and decent living, without any man. They even do better. But a lot of people, because of their mentality, they always see like, oh, she's this one, she's that one. I've had people say we cannot give a woman a position of the president of the country. We cannot give them. They cannot be governor. They cannot be this. They cannot be that. Why? The little times we've tested women, they've done very better. They've done so good. They've done so well. So why are we still having that mindset? So we are here to change it. We are here to tell people that women are also as good as men. You don't have to disrespect them at any point. If you don't have any reason to respect a woman, respect her because you were born by a woman.
Sure.
She gave birth to you. If you see a pregnant woman go through that process of 9 months, then you have every reason to respect them.
What? Mary, would you like to add anything?
Yeah, I'm quite torn because listening to these conversations, I just kept hearing it over and over. I kept hearing oppression. It kept, yes, there is so much violation happening. And then we were just thinking we were just talking about violation, and then we talked about Gertie talking about her work and stuff. And I was very excited when you asked about the kind of things that she faced, because I imagined it immediately. And then listening to Ms. Stephanie talk about the kind of violations you see on the road. And I was very excited that our guests identified that as a man, he has those privileges. He doesn't have to face those violations because nobody will drag him. And that is also moving it to the point that women are most often sexualized. So a man sees a woman and what you're seeing is, oh, I can have sex with this person. That's it. You don't see this person as a human. And then moving forward to Mr. Comas, it was exciting hearing that it's not just that we are seeing that there is violation and oppression in these spaces. It's not just that we are seeing it on the road and in our workspaces. We're also understanding that it is as huge as our families, the very micro part in our families, and the very macro part in refusing leadership of qualified people just because of their agendas. And this is dragging us to the change of narrative we're hoping to do today, which is talking about understanding intersectionality and standing in solidarity, which is why I'm very excited that we have men in this room right now, because we know when you talk about feminism, you're talking about a woman. We know when you talk about feminism, like Mr. Comas rightly said, already you're having a lot of levels of people saying that this is who you are because you're talking about feminism. Okay, I mean, that's your business. And right now, the point is, we cannot just do it alone. We need the solidarity of members of the oppressing group. So if you are part of a group that is oppressing people, like when Mr. Fine said he stood up to speak to the conductors, trust me, if you're watching virtually, if you know me, you know how small I am. So imagine you're trying to drag a woman and then a tiny Mary Jacob jumps off from somewhere and tell you, no, don't do that. It is wrong. It's a violation. They will beat me. Join. So like when you start seeing that, when we can have a huge amount of men walking on the road and seeing violation as what it is, real violation, and understanding that, oh, if you drag a woman, it is wrong, it is a violation of their human right, you should not do it, and standing up for women, that is when we are talking about solidarity. So today I'm just excited about this conversation. We're going to talk a lot about standing in solidarity, allyship, and of course, ableism.
I want to, while the conversation was going on, something really popped up in my head, and I feel that some women don't even know what it means to be violated.
Yes.
True. It's not really when a man forces himself on you that's the violation. A man might just see you and compliment you in a way that you don't find comfortable.
Yes, of course.
I had a program here on Thursday, and I had a man in the studio, and we wanted to take a picture, and we were two ladies, and he wanted to place his hands on our shoulders, and he asked, "Can I?" And when he asked, the other lady was, "Are you asking?" I said, "Yes, if you do it abroad without asking for my permission,
of course,
that's a violation."
Yes.
Because you didn't ask me before placing your hands on my shoulder.
You don't know if I'm comfortable.
You don't know if I'm comfortable with it. So I feel some women don't really understand what it means when you say someone violates you. If you're walking on the road and a man drags you, that's violation. But we know we always see it as something passive, that it has become normal, that we take it, okay, it's normal. If you're walking on the road and a man drags you, it's a normal thing. But you're not comfortable with it.
Exactly.
That's oppression, and that's violation of your own space.
Yes.
So I feel that women should, I don't know how to put it,
We should reorient them.
Yeah.
To understand that there are some things a man does to you that you know that
even a woman, even if a woman does it to you,
woman does to you that shouldn't be.
And even for men, even for young boys, if a woman does it to you, if a woman drags you inappropriately, it is a violation.
True.
And if it doesn't have to do with the gender, of course, I mean, we're going to highlight the fact that it is on women because we know the level of oppression on women.
True.
And Mr. Fine said is at its peak. So, but that does not also mean that women are the only people that can't be violated. It is a general human rights violation. And if anybody is touching you inappropriately, and anybody is talking to you without your consent, or in my organization, Whisper to Humanity, we have this very bonding style of work that you can just come into the working space and just hug anybody and say anything. But at the same time, we have made it obvious that as much as we are this free as a family, any day I don't want a hug, don't hug me. It's that simple. And we were having like this back and forth in the office. I think it was on Friday, right, BJ? Yeah. On Friday, BJ said he was being violated because he was hugged. And he was like, yes, as much as we're joking about it, but I was very excited that we could also pick those very little tiny ends of, yes, you're doing it without my consent. I feel violated. Don't do it again. You get, yeah.
I want to move over to Mr. Commerce now. How do we enlighten young men and make them understand that there's some things you do to a woman that you shouldn't do, which are, so these things are inappropriate? How do we go about this orientation and enlightenment? Because it's as if it has become a norm.
Talk about enlightening young men. I mean, I feel we should say generally we should enlighten both genders, because whatever you do to a woman that she does not like, the woman can also do to a man and not like it too. First of all, we should look at making people understand what what limit means. I mean, this is something, this is my right, and this is something you do to me, and this is the limit to things you are supposed to do to me. And also, we need to understand that whatever you do to me that I'm not comfortable with, I should be able to speak up. Because some people feel maybe because he's an elder, you respect him to the point that he disrespects you and you keep silent. The age mate, an elder, a younger one, whosoever, there should be a limit to things. I mean, we tolerate most of these things because in Nigeria here we don't enforce most laws. Places like UK, you don't do that. Even to the wife you might, there are things you don't do. Everybody have equal right. I mean, there are limits to things you do to me, and there are limits to things I do to you. Whatever you're doing, and I say stop, I mean, you stop. Any other thing you do beyond that is violation. I mean, I can take it to any level, and we go in for that.
Sure.
So we need to let people understand limits. I mean, they should know their
The Whispers. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Whispers. Change the narrative, and we want you to be involved. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Change the narrative. The Whispers. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Whispers. Change the narrative, and we want you to be involved. Whispers. We want to change the narrative.
They're your father, and you do things to you that they're not supposed to.
Because you respect and bullying and abuse.
You don't even know it's this part of the
We
world.
don't know.
Can't tell an elder no.
You can't, I swear, you enter a bus and then as a lady, you don't want to sit at the end. And the guy is like, are you not a woman?
What
exactly?
Like,
If you doesn't know who is a woman and who is a man.
something happens, you run and you leave it. So,
All right, welcome back. It's your Bus Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. We are just having a short conversation. Or 091-226-77989, or better still, send a WhatsApp message to the number 0806-999-2999. You can call in and tell us what you think. What if you want to contribute or answer the question? Mary Jacob has a question for you this morning on the program. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think we lost that call, but do well to call us back if and when you can. It's Whispers to Humanity, and this is like a continuation of the conversation we started last week, Saturday, on the program. Hello. Good morning. You're welcome. Go ahead. Okay, they are coming for you. Thank you. Okay, we have a WhatsApp message. This one says, another Saturday morning spent well. Thank you, Whisper to Humanity. Surprisingly and encouragingly too, I'm happy men are on board this ship. Thank you again, Whispers and Boss Radio, for bringing this to our homes and eventually our lives. My name is Ishubo Akara, joining live from Lagos. Hello, good morning. Good morning. No.
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead.
If he wants to answer the question, so
Yeah, he wants to answer the question.
oh yeah, but so sorry.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. I'd like the men to react to what you just said about women. I don't know who's going first.
Okay. Let me say something to that. You know, I like the fact that you acknowledge that women have made their marks. Then also he gave an advice to women, that they should dress properly so that people don't take them for something else. Yes, it's a general advice. I've seen women dress inappropriately. Yes, but that does not call for violations. People should be free. People should be free to dress. So we are talking about this because we're in Nigeria. When you go outside Nigeria, you see people dress in the way they want, and nobody violates them. Because if you do, you know the consequences. So I mean, trying to sensitize the women, we should also sensitize our men that if you see a woman dressed in a way she feels free with, it doesn't call for violations. Come on, data.
Fine.
Yeah, I think he has touched everything I wanted to say because this dressing part is not the fault of the woman that a man cannot control himself. You understand me? It doesn't matter. You have to control yourself as a man. What makes you different from every other so this dress excuse at all.
Your dressing does not define the woman or to be molested or not to be molested. There are some places that can even get as far as very sharp and the man is still want to molest them. And then some other thing I wanted to say, like when it comes to vehicle and I was sitting on the front and the same thing was like the other asked, why would you sit at the front? And why would the man sit at the front? Even down to the woman that was supposed to even get those that was not warrant how one can express all what?
Can oppress anyone with his privilege.
Okay, I would say what can as a oversized like or a man as a by wanting to impose right on that person.
Are you listening?
For instance, the boss would want to get money to work extra time without being paid for extra time. The boss would want to sleep equal to leave just because they are right people. That's what I would say.
Okay.
That's an example of common oppression.
What's your name again? What's your name?
My name is Hope, I'm calling from the
Okay, so Hope calling from here. Okay, we'll let you know at the end of the program. Hello, good morning. Response to humanity. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, you'd have to wait till the end of the show when I wrap up. You hear my name. All the same, thank you, Tinewa, for calling. Thank you very much. Okay, so go ahead now. Go ahead. Tell us what. Mm.
You know, your guest, the topic. No one thing about people when people want to say something, you don't look down on them, you don't look into what the person is trying to say. You try to sweep the truth under the carpet.
The Whispers.
The wife brings in there.
Yes, what's your point?
I find it super irritating. So it's not just the way they dress. My dear, you're sitting around from one hot to the other hot, from one hot to the other hot, and you're not telling somebody volunteer your right. Wow, this is like stop looking those to that extent. Why put sleep for the money? Somebody put sleep for the play. Why put sleep for so many things that are uncalled for? So how about the girl that don't act like walking around knowing her self dignity and protecting it herself? Before we not talk about who and who is violating. Yeah. So I don't like what ladies doing things that I think are uncalled for.
Okay.
I was like, let's say that let's the name of the arm.
All right.
Like almost on the nail.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chinewa. Thank you very much. Oh, so that was a lot. The question still remains. Give us a perfect example of what oppressing with your privileges means. How can one oppress another with his or her privileges? That is the question this morning. If you get it correctly, you stand a chance to win a gift from Whispers to Humanity. Hello, good morning. All right. Okay. Let me ask you the question. How can one use his or her privilege to oppress another person?
Oh my God. Because even down to our family, most times, I mean, I will get the power to the God, to the church. And really, as men, we just no respect. It's not saying that the woman is not there for the come of it. The woman will have no say. The woman will go to the Lord in the house. The woman will not even have the system of her home. The woman will bring them just like a father. And the little of those protocol. The man, the children, the people have a lot. They can have all systems without the focus about the people. So I think when I feel good, a woman and a man play complementary ways. They should actually put the talking together, think together, and take a collective position. And that is what we do. Because of the man, I was ready to accept the power of the position. That's what supposed to have. I think that is one channel, a man has a man is actually the wife. And that is where you have all the what we call the family affairs for women.
Domestic violence.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Chief Jude Ubaja. Let's quickly take some WhatsApp messages. This one says, "Good morning. I'm Mary, starting from World Bank. My contribution is that it's high time women started standing up for what they believe. They should act, speak up, and react to anything they are not comfortable with, despite who is involved. I believe that if we should know and understand these basic rules, oppression and violation against women would be eradicated. The change begins with us. Thanks to Whisper to Humanity for the wonderful program." Thank you very much. It's so easy to say that the way women dress expose them to rape and other vices. In as much as women are encouraged to dress better, I have a question. Why do men not rape their own sisters or daughters when they dress inappropriately? We all know what we are dying, looking for excuses for perverts. This is from Amaka Nwonye. Okay, finally, good morning, Boss Radio. I don't believe dressing is a cause of molestation or abuse. For me, it's about the discipline in that person. After all, we have seen cases where ladies put on hijabs and head-to-toe gowns and are more deadly than those ladies that put on skimpy skirts. Prince Michael from Iriti. Thank you very much. Mary Jacob, do we have a winner?
Yes, we do.
Who's our winner?
Chineyeng. Okay, sorry, that's not it. Okay, Hope from Ikinebu.
Okay, so congratulations to you, Hope. So she's going to come to Boss Radio.
Yes, she would have to. She would have to reach out to Whisper to Humanity on any of our social media handles. Tell us if it's comfortable for you to come pick it in Boss Radio or in our office, and we fix the time and you get your box.
Okay. Office address, phone number.
So our office address is number 36 in Joko Crescent, by Watch Area M, World Bank Housing Estate. Where
phone number?
Phone number to call 08063819442. Whisper to Humanity on any social media platform.
All right. Thank you very much, Ifeanyi, Thomas, and Goretti for coming on the program. It's been an amazing session this 1 hour. I've learned a lot, and I know you listening to, you have a take home too on the program. Join us next week Saturday, same time, same station. My name is Didi.
The lady got your name at the end.
I don't know.
The Whispers. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Whispers. Change the narrative, and we want you to be informed. Whispers. We want want to change the narrative. Change the narrative.
We don't know who won this they call it I don't know who won so you don't know who is there. It's just like a chief chance that he said, much could you each on so I am ready.
The rubber, since you bring it so down. The roll up. Yes. You could remove a marker from the tripod. There's another program coming up. Another program they come up. I need part before.